So over the years of making Notion videos, I've seen a lot of people get confused over Notion's terminology, because some stuff is obvious, but other stuff is definitely not, to say the least. For example, Notion Calendar means two completely different things, but it's got the same name, which if you're new to Notion, doesn't help. And so what I've done is written down the ones I see confuse people in the comments the most often, or the ones that I've seen people simply misuse in the comments, because then they're probably just as confused by the Notion feature, or at least they're confusing someone else. I hope I get all of the Notion terminology that might be confusing you, but if I did miss any, please just drop them in the comments, and either I or someone else will be kind and help you out. Subscribe for Notion tutorials, and let's dive in. If you're new to Notion, if you do /, you access this thing called the command bar. And this here has a lot of different commands. There are so many features in Notion, and something new is added all the time. Now, if you are a beginner to Notion, one thing you need to know is you don't actually have to search for it in here. After you've done the /, you can start typing. And the first one is tables. So I'll search table here. And as you can see, it says table and table view. And they both have the same icon, which makes it confusing. Now, I won't talk about table of contents, as you can understand how that's different, hopefully, but these two here often get mixed up. So I'll click here on table, and then once again, I'll do /, right table, and click here on this other one called table view. Now, as you can see for this one, it says new database, and then it has a bunch of this stuff here. That is because this is a database, and this here is not. The easiest way to compare these two is that this is like a table in a Word document, and this is like a table in Excel. So here you can type text, hello text, and you can do very simple functionalities such as add a header column. You can insert to the left, you can insert to the right. This here is pretty simple. You can though highlight and edit the text and change the way the text looks by making it bold, italic, underlined, making it a hyperlink, and so forth. You can also change the widths here. But other than that, these here are pretty simple. I do actually have a full tutorial based on these. I'll put a link in the description to it, as they do have some pretty cool hidden features. But then we have this type of table below. So it works the same here, where it's working with rows and columns. So I can add new rows like this, and I can add columns, which are called properties in databases. So these columns here are nothing special, but these columns here are properties, and you can do any of these properties. So you could do a normal text property, which is like these are here. So you would just write normal text, simple. Or you could work with a number property. You could work with select properties, a date property, or way more confusing stuff such as relations, roll-ups, formulas, etc. Now the difference between these tables and these tables isn't just the properties, aka the columns, it's also the different settings that you can do. So these tables here have settings, which include property visibility. So I can actually hide which columns I don't want to see, but I still want working in the background. And then there's also filter, sorting, and groups. Next up, Notion Calendar. Now this one here, I probably find the most confusing. If I do / calendar, here you can see calendar view. So this here is a type of database. As you can see here, it says new database. And we're viewing this database as a calendar. So I could call this here my calendar, for example. And of course I could add something in like the dentist. So this here is a Notion calendar view. But as you can see, there's also this button here called Manage in Calendar. And that will open up the Notion Calendar app. And this here is a completely separate app. And as you can see, this dentist task that we added here is now appearing on this app. So this is actually a separate URL entirely. Now this video would be way too long if I went through absolutely every single feature inside of Notion Calendar, but I'll put a link in the description to my full tutorial on that. But this here is what is referred to as the Notion Calendar view. People also call it the Notion Calendar layout or a Notion Calendar database. And this here is Notion Calendar, also referred to as the Notion Calendar app, as it is a separate website. By the way, if you're finding Notion overwhelming and you want to learn Notion in an afternoon and completely rethink what it means to be productive, then I have my Notion course linked in the description. I also have a bundle which includes my Notion template. More on that later on. Next up, templates. All right, I've seen this one confuse a lot of people. What I'm going to do here is / and let's just do another table view for this example. So we established this here is a normal table and this here is a database table. Inside of databases, whichever type of database it is, you have this here, which is a blue button that says new and a down arrow next to it. If I click on that, you can see this thing called templates, and I can click here to create a new template. So this is one of the types of templates. And basically, I can create a template inside of a specific database. So let's say this here is your journal database. And I click here on new template. I'll call this something like new journal entry. And we'll make a very simple one. How do I feel today? ? What a great template. So basically this page here will be generated when I create a new page, aka a new entry inside of the journal database. So I can put as much as I want down here, and I can even put any of these different command features as well. But for the sake of this explanation, I'll keep it very simple with just the question, how do I feel today? And what I'll do now is click away. So we have now created this new journal entry. So if I click here on new page, I can click open here and then select this new journal entry. And that will then create a page using that template. So automatically I get this, how do I feel today? And obviously whatever else I had in here would be generated. So this here is referred to as a page template, also referred to as database templates. The other type of template is a Notion template, which is a full template. This is where you can duplicate and download into your own account an entire workspace. So as an example, if someone sent you a document, you now have your own version of that document. So if you were to make any changes in it, you're not changing it on their end. They still have their document, but all the changes and stuff you're adding to it is just affecting your document. And that's how Notion templates work as well. When you download it, then you can work with it on your account. So the example you're seeing here is my headquarters Notion template, and it's built for true productivity. It's got an advanced task management system, project management system. It handles your life buckets, your notes, your resources, your journaling, your time tracking, and so much more. I'll put a link in the description to it, and also a link to the full tour. So that is Notion templates, Notion tabs. So as I mentioned before, there is always a new feature coming out inside of Notion, and the next one here is tabs. So this came out recently, and I actually made a full video on it. And this here is one type of Notion tab. These are actually a lot more powerful than you would first expect. So of course I can write text here, and then click on this tab and write other text here. But the cool thing is I can actually put anything I want inside of this tab, including any of these other incredible features. So in this tab here, I could put a page, for example, or I could embed a YouTube video, or I could have a map, for example, and they belong inside of these different tabs. So that's pretty cool. I'll put a link in the description to my full explanation of this feature. The next one here is also called Notion tabs, and they belong inside of databases. So I'll do /database, and we'll work again with a table view. If I click here on table view, here we have my new database, blah, blah, blah. And if I hover here on the plus, it says add a new view. So I'll click on that, and let's say table, for example. But here, as you can see, we got another tab. So we have this tab here, and we have this tab here. Now these tabs are different types of views, and each view can have its own set of settings. So inside of this tab here, we'll see these same information, but just with different settings. And it actually means I can play with the property visibility for just this tab. It means I can filter on just this tab, etc. So we have these tabs here, and we have these tabs here. And of course you can rename these tabs, by the way, so I can call this blah, and I can give it an icon as well. So they are the two types of Notion tabs. All right, the last Notion terminology that I've seen confuse people is pages. So this here is a page inside of Notion. As you can see, it says here at the top, new page. And if you don't know, inside of Notion, you can add pages. So I can add pages inside of pages. The typical structure in Notion isn't like the normal structure that we're used to, where we have folders that have pages inside of them. In Notion, we have pages that have pages inside of them, that can have pages inside of them, and that can keep going. So if I call this main page, and then inside of this page here, I'll have this page, and I'll call it example. So in this main page, I have a page called example. So these here are one type of page. And if I click in here, by the way, I can do whatever I want in this page. I can use all of the command features, etc. And each page in Notion has its own URL. So what I can do is actually link to page. And I can link to any page inside of Notion, because this main page has a URL and this example page has a URL. So I can link to all of them. So these are one type of page. The next type of page is also inside of databases once again. So I'll just do table view here. And as you can see here, when I hover, it says add a new page. So to make this nice and confusing, like we discussed before, properties are columns. So if I just add a text property, this here is a column. Or if I add here a number one, this here is a column. So properties are columns, and rows in databases are pages. As you see, it says add a new page. And this is because if I write something like blah blah, then this isn't just the name. This is actually also a page. As you see here, it says open. So I can click here on open, and it opens up this page here. And it works just the same as creating this example page from before. So I can do whatever I want in here. I could add any of these command features. I could add another database in here. I have complete flexibility. And this page lives inside of this database. So this page here lives in this database. So if you hover here, you can see open. So I can open any of these pages. So databases, their columns are properties and their rows are pages. So this is one type of Notion page, and then we have database rows, which are another type of Notion page. I hope you found this video useful. If you want to see my full tour for my Notion template, then click on this video here. Thanks for watching. If I missed any terminology, drop it in the comments.